What is going on, everybody? Blazing here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a wonderful day, and thank you again for joining us on another Raid Shadow Legends video. So today we are actually on Steven's account. Again, we are doing the account takeover, and today we are working on his arena team. We're trying to use as little resources as possible. We're trying to just make it a team that we can sit in gold comfortably and farm to build up the Great Hall. We're not looking to start pushing up to Gold 5 or Plat Arena. Or moving into live arena yet, right? We're still pretty early game, almost moving into the mid game territory. So real quick, let me show you guys the Great Hall. You can see here it's not well developed, right? We've got everything up out of the bronze. Now we are sitting on almost 3,000 or 2,800 bronze crest. Plarium, if you're watching, let us trade those in for something else, or let us use them for upgrades, because once we try to go upgrade after we're out of the bronze or we're moving into silver, those become useless. So let's get rid of those. Give us some sort of token traders, something for this, right? But you can see here, over the last week, we put some work in and we got some silver crests. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it was pretty hard. We didn't have a lot of champions developed, so we had to be wise with what we were going to use. That said, most of these champions can be used in other areas of the game. They are not specifically locked for this content. And we also made sure that, we tried again to use everything that we could with minimal amounts of resources. So we didn't waste anything. We didn't make any 6-stars that we didn't need to. We didn't move anybody out of the comfort zone that we just needed them to provide, right? So let's get into the team. All right, so the team isn't something crazy, right? We have Uko, we have Ferric in the Fat, we have Seeker, and we have Skullcrown. Now, there are substitutions for this team. This team is basically what is called a blender comp, right? Basically, we go with an increased attack, which is what Seeker brings. So if you have somebody else like a Runekeeper Dazzler that can come in and fill the same role and, give you an increased attack and a speed boost, then go ahead and use that, or anybody else that can provide the same benefit. Ideally, you want to make sure that they have both the increased attack and the increased turn meter boost, right? If they only bring one or the other, then you need to make sure you bring some sort of increase, either defense or attack, for whoever your damage dealer is going to be, which is going to make it a little difficult if you're trying to, use a different champion, right? Depending on who you're using. As for Uko, just had a strong aura, is able to come in buff strip. Not that we need it for this comp, but she could be replaced, or he, I should say, could be replaced by another damage dealer. If you have Thanacia or Bellower or something else like that that has an AoE A1 with a good multiplier, you can definitely bring them in. As for Ferric and the Fat, I mean, anybody who's got an ally attack with a full team is great. You can bring them in. I like Ferric and the Fat because he allows us to build our team with less crit rate. That way we can focus on building the team with about 70-75% to kind of give us extra stat boost, right? And then last we have Skullcrown. Skullcrown was an OG of a damage dealer. You basically, for the longest time when the game was released, it was, who can go fast, ally attack, and, you have basically Skullcrown and Thanacia coming in and just, AoEing everybody down. It was basically like a 4-second farm for most teams. So let me show you guys some of this gameplay. So basically the thought behind this is Seeker comes in with his A2, gives us the increased attack and the increased turn meter. Then what you want to do is you want to basically try, even though there's a UDK here, you want to try to hit whoever is going to give you the biggest threat. For us, it's actually going to be Gaius. So unfortunately that didn't work. We were trying to see if we can get him provoked, but that didn't work. So then we use Uko's A2, and yes, you guessed it, Uko is built in a stun set. And then basically we have the cleanup, right? A3 from Ferric and the Fat, increased crit rate, increased crit damage. Boom, Skullcrown goes out. Right now you can see the whole team here is basically stunned. So we're pretty good. A3, A2 from Skullcrown, and we're good to go. Now, the thing about this team is you're not going to be able to go up against every team, right? It's not going to be a simple win easy. Some of the things you want to avoid are going to be speed teams. Like this one right here, I can certainly tell you I am not going to win, right? This Arbiter is going to be way faster than me, so is the Sifi, and then the Sordo is going to come in and basically wipe the floor with me. Now, other things you want to avoid is the Torments, right? Unless you're building everybody in an immunity, you really want to avoid that, and we're not, right? We're just caring about farming the crest. We're caring about being able to complete the fusions and do that. Let's see. I think we should be pretty decent with this one right here. We'll give this a try. Some odd junkers, hopefully we can get that block buffs on him. So here we're actually going to take Vergis because he provides an ally protection. We'll go ahead. We stripped everything. Ally attack. Okay. And then Skull Crown with the A3. And all we have left is Samar. Depending on how this guy is built, we we may be in for a rude awakening. But actually, that saved us right there. So thank you, RNG Jesus, I guess. But keep going. And then Skull Crown comes in. We got this. Turn meter boost. Ally attack. There we go. Okay. So, that could have been give or take either side, Let's try this one right here. This one's got the Python and it's got the Helicath, so we may be a little, caught off guard. So we're going to go after the Helicath to make sure that we have him provoked. We got stuns out on Python. Everybody else has got block debuffs, low accuracy, ally attack. We cleaned up. A2, and that's it. So it's not too, it's not a complicated comp. You're not trying to push into plat. You're not trying to push into gold arena. What you're trying to do is you're trying to make it so that you are comfortably farming in gold arena, building up your great haul, right? And that's pretty much what it really is about when you're in the early game, along with the mid game. So let me go ahead and show you guys the builds. All right, so first we have Mighty Uko. Now, again, not too crazy of a build, right? For gold 2, gold 3 is where we're going to be with this account. It is decent, right? We do have her in a stun or him in a stun and accuracy set, right? We really just wanted to make sure that we had him in a stun set at a decent enough high speed along with some accuracy, right? So we have him at 34k HP, 2.3k defense. We just want him built in tanky, 226 speed. If we can get him faster, we will. Ideally, 250 would be best. We don't care about crit rate or crit damage. We don't care about resistance, but we do care about accuracy, right? We want to land the strips along with his debuffs. So as for books, we do have him fully booked. We actually put polymorph on him because it requires accuracy now. So he does have a 2-star. So since he is in the lead for our team, then it makes sense, right? As for masteries, we did go down the support and defense tree. We went down to Eagle Eye, Sniper, Master Hexer, Evil Eye, and Lore of Steel, right? So as for the sport tree, we took Retribution, Delay of Death, and Resurgence. Next up is Skull Crown, and she is currently in a crit rate and savage set. We don't have any refresh accessories on her. If you can get some revenge accessories, they would be pretty good, right? With that A1, that really, really powerful. But we do have her built with 30k HP, 1.6k defense. They're great to have, but we don't need them, right? Not for this kind of a comp. We want attack, so that's what we focus on. So we got her at almost 53k attack, 111 speed. The speed is dirt poor. We don't care about it. We just want to build her with as much damage as possible, and that's it. Because she is currently just used for this comp, we can build her with 75% crit rate because Ferric in the Fat is going to bring in the extra 25%. As for crit damage, again, 263, as much as we can fit in it. Ferric in the Fat's also going to bring in an extra crit rate on that. Resist and accuracy, we don't have it. That said, if you can put a little bit of resist on the build without sacrificing any damage, right? If it's got a resist substat, it's not a bad idea for Skullcrown, right? To make sure that if they try to strip her unkillable with like an Arbiter's, I think it's A3, then you're pretty good, right? As long, because most Arbiters won't really have that much. They'll have a couple of hundred. So as long as you can give you a chance, yourself a chance not to have that stripped, wouldn't be a bad idea. Don't go out of your way to build it into the kit, but if you can get it in, might as well. I know she has a weekend, but we're not going to use it. It's just straight nuke. As for her skills, we do have her fully booked. Now, she does have a better arena aura than Uko, but Uko has the blessing, so we use that to our advantage, right? And you really want her going last in the turn order in case anybody else that, you know, is being attacked goes below 50%, and then that way she can get the double hit. As for blessings, we probably take Phantom Touch, maybe Cruelty on her. I'm not really sure. I'd probably say Phantom Touch would be the best course. And again, we do have her fully booked. As for masteries, we did go all the way down to Helm Smasher. We took a Kill Streak and Methodical, right? And then we did take Cycle of Violence. We did go down the support tree. We took some accuracy. We did take Lord of Steel, and we did take Master Hexer. We took Lord of Steel because we are using a crit rate set, so that gives us extra crit rate from that. Okay, so now we have probably, like I said, the second, maybe third best ally attack champion in the game, Farrakhan the Fat. And he's built in a triple perception set, and that's more for when we go into faction wars. This is going to be a build that will work the same way. So he is only 5-star, right? that's really it. He is only 5-star. So once we do get him into 6-star, it'll help us out a little bit more, going up against a little faster teams, maybe getting some more accuracy in his build for a little bit more of an end game content. But as for what we use for stats, we just basically care about being nice and healthy. So we got him at 33k HP, which is currently what we could get because of being speed tuned with Seeker. 1.4k defense, 223 speed. Now, he is speed tuned with Seeker to make sure that, you know, no one cuts in on us. So with Seeker, Uko, and him, sorry. But, you know, we want to make sure nobody cuts in. So that's now crit rate, crit damage. We don't really care. If you can fit it in the build, fine. If not, if you're going to use them just for this in faction wars, don't even worry about it. Just go tanky speed. And then the last thing you want to do is accuracy, right? As for skills, we do have him fully booked. He is going to work out well for you with books. And you know, he's a good investment long term. Blessings, we did take Cruelty. And for masteries, we didn't take any. You could go down to War Master, which is going to be helpful for you, and then go down the right side and take Sniper along with Master Hexer. Basic, standard PvE clan boss should be pretty good for this. Okay, and last is Seeker. Seeker is currently, you know, just being used as that increased attack. If we get Arbiter, once we get Arbiter, he will be replaced, but we need that speed boost and increased attack, so he fits in perfect, right? So we do have him in a 2-piece Righteous set, and we just care about having him the fastest on the team. If you can throw a little bit of accuracy in the build, go for it. But other than that, we just care about speed, right? He is only 5-star. We probably won't take him because this will be the second Seeker on the account, and we're just using him until we can get Arbiter, right? And that's pretty much about it with Seeker. We do have him at 279 speed. Again, he is just the fastest. This is the fastest we can get it on the account without touching any of the other champions, right? Which is what we kind of want to do. We don't care about crit rate or crit damage, right? Resistance, we don't really care about. Accuracy, though, again, if you can fit maybe, you know, 200-300 in it, or 200 should still be good enough for, you know, gold 1, gold 2, gold 3, to be able to just land that provoke on the enemy. Usually you want to try to take the damage dealer or somebody else that's going to be your biggest threat, right? So that does help. As for skills, we didn't book them, right? We just have him ascended. That's it, because he is a dupe. But ordinarily, if you're going to use him on a different comp and you have him built for, you know, like a Bat Eater or something, then you would book him, right? And as for masteries, we didn't use any masteries on him. Again, you could go standard PvE masteries, go all the way down to War Master. And then if you're using him just as a turn meter booster, yeah, I would say go to Lord of Steel to get that extra little bit of speed. But, you know, it's really kind of what you want to use him for in the long term. But being that he's just a backup, he's going to stay at level 5, level 50 until we get our Arbiter. And then we'll retire him, maybe use him as food. We don't know. Maybe we'll use him in Magma Dragon or something. We're not sure yet. But hopefully this video helped you guys. If it did, let me know down below. If you're looking and you need help with Arena, feel free to DM me in Discord or leave some comments down below if you have any questions. You know, try to get to gold 1, gold 2, or silver 4 to be able to, you know, make it easy for yourself to get these fusions done. I can tell you when this account was in silver 1 and bronze, I wasn't even attempting it. It was just going to be too hard. And so we just focused more on winning some of the other events because that's what we needed to do. So hopefully, again, this helped. If it did, you know, just let me know down below. Leave a like on the video. And as always, guys, much love, much appreciation. Be safe, be well, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.